Stephenie Malone is an employment solicitor at Harrison Clark Rickerbys in Worcester. Stephenie, what do you make of this?
Well, clearly this is a shocking incident and it's a highly emotive issue. It seems to me that the bank were faced with no choice but to take swift action given the seriousness of the matter. The employees here, their actions were a clear case of gross misconduct. The bank had got evidence that they had clearly demonstrated their deliberate intention to film what they were doing. It's not a situation where a long-winded disciplinary procedure was key because the behaviour was so clearly unacceptable and reputationally damaging to the bank.
And that is what the gross misconduct charge would be based on, do you think?
Yes.
Yeah. So they say what the exact reason for the termination of employment would be what the reputation of the outfit of the company. Is that what it is?
I don't know the full factual background as to the reasons why they were dismissed, but that's how I would expect something like this to be made out. Yes.
Right. And do you think that the employees in question? I wonder if the employees in question knew that ultimately this could cost them their jobs, and indeed is it the most sensible thing to take someone's career from them for what might be an innocent, albeit terribly bad taste, but an innocent mistake?
Well, I expect they got wrapped up in the moment of what they were doing and perhaps weren't thinking clearly, but this is something that they have deliberately filmed, and they will have known that what they were doing was likely to be controversial, and whilst they've made a bad decision, I would suggest that the bank had no option but to take the action that it did.
And it's a future job. How does it, I suppose it doesn't sit in your record if you change company. People, might this affect future jobs that these people go for?
Well, yes, in the current world of technology, whatever you do that is recorded on the internet is able to be found by future employers, and it's not uncommon for employers to do a Google search on prospective employment candidates. So if the video remains online and they are identified, then yes, it may well haunt them for years to come.
Is this another lesson that in this day and age of social media and technology, that we have to bear in mind the kind of, it sounds terribly corporate, but digital footprint we create of ourselves, because employers are going to look back and kind of judge the kind of character you are, or indeed if you are out and about, you conduct yourself like you would, as an ambassador of your company, just in case there is someone recording or filming something.
Well, yes, very much. And this also was in the course of their employment. So this isn't something that they did in their spare time. They were on the away day, so on bank business.
OK, Stephenie, thank you. Stephenie Malone, employment solicitor at Harrison Clark Rickerbys in Worcester. What do you make of this? 6 HSBC bankers sacked after filming themselves staging a mock Islamic State-style execution during a team-building day out in Birmingham. They dressed in overalls of balaclavas and they staged a beheading scene. Is that the most appalling thing that you can think of, the most appalling taste? Or do you think that maybe sacking these people, taking their careers from them, was just a little too swift, a rap on the knuckles, and perhaps some sort of education